Good morning, everyone, and welcome to StudioJake. I, of course, am your host, Jacob Airy. Please be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000, and I would really appreciate any help you give me. I mean, this is my vidcast where I talk about all things pop culture, from anime to film to television, and so much more. And of course, I give you updates on celebrity news. And today I have one that I know I'm a couple of days late on this, but it was just so rage inducent that I had to take a couple of days, take a breather before I could report on it. And it's the story of Alec Baldwin. It keeps getting worse, in my opinion. So basically, what happened is the DA in the county where Alec Baldwin he was being tried for involuntary manslaughter of one of the cinematographers for his film Rust, a woman named Halyna Hutchins, and um, Alec Baldwin accidentally shot and killed her on the set. They were goofing around, and he set it off. Now he says it was an accident. He says he didn't even pull the trigger. He said it was an issue with the chamber, that when he cocked the gun, the hammer moved forward and it fired without his knowledge, which, as multiple YouTube channels have demonstrated, those types of guns, they have a safety feature where you have to pull the trigger twice to fire them. So that's been thoroughly debunked. But anyway, this is from Yahoo News. Following the news that criminal charges against him were dropped in the Rust case, Alec Baldwin was back on the set of the Western film on Friday, almost 2 years after a gun he was practicing with went off and killed cinematographer Hutchins in October of 2021. Baldwin's return to set, which was moved to Montana from its original location in New Mexico. I apologize, I thought it was Arizona. It's New Mexico. Serves as an important win for the 30 Rock actor who has fought a major legal battle since the tragic accident. So then it goes off on how Alec Baldwin is thanking his wife, which I think is just a gross thing. And then it has a statement from his lawyers. We are pleased with the decision to dismiss the case against Alec Baldwin, and we encourage a proper investigation into the facts and circumstances of this tragic accident. I would just like to point out that that if it had been me or you, we would already be in jail. There would be no mercy. It wouldn't matter. Alec Baldwin is a radical anti-self-defense, anti-firearms person. He goes on ridiculous tangents about it. Meanwhile, he gets to hide behind armed security at every movie set he goes to, and he can actually quite literally end a person's life on set with those firearms, but he gets off scot-free. It's the height of hypocrisy, and it's what Hollywood has always been away with. I mean, if you look up the amount of people, now I'm not talking about people who have had, issues with substance abuse and have caused no issue. Okay, maybe they were a little annoying on set, or they were acted like jerks to people because they were, tweaking out or whatever. No, I'm talking about the amount of celebrities who have literally harmed people, who and have gotten away with it. It's absolutely ridiculous. It doesn't just happen in America. Matthew Broderick was involved in a car accident where he was drunk driving, and he ended a person's life in a car crash. And and this happened in Ireland, and the Irish authorities gave him a slap on the wrist. We've seen this multiple times with other celebrities where they are just given a blank check that they can cause all kinds of carnage, to the point of ending someone's existence, and they get off scot-free. And I just think it's ridiculous. I think it's tragic. I think it's sad. Hutchins' family deserves better. Now, Baldwin settled out of court with Hutchins' husband, but I think her parents and a few other people involved in the set are still suing him. I hope they take him for every penny. I hope Russ never sees the light of day. I hope it enters the status of lost film, where eventually, down the road, people might rediscover it, and it can be a piece of cinema history in that regard. That'll be the set where Alec Baldwin tragically ended the life of a person and took away, by all accounts, a wonderful wife and mother. So, this is Normally I like to bring you good news. I like to bring you happy news, or I like to rant about some pop culture segment or IP that is being destroyed by some corporate overlord. But today, no, I get to tell you that Alec Baldwin gets off scot free from literally ending the existence of a wife and a mother just because he's rich and famous. And shame on the authorities in New Mexico. Shame on the federal authorities for letting them get away with this. Shame on Hollywood for patting him on the back and saying it's all going to be okay. And worst of all, shame on Alec Baldwin. I hope this destroys his career. I hope Rust is a major flop, and I hope he gets sued and taken for every penny. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up, that you'll leave me a comment and tell me what you think, that you'll share it out with your friends, and of course, consider subscribing to StudioJake. I cover all kinds of nerd and pop culture topics, including film, television, anime, comic books, and so much more. I hope that you'll also head over to my main website, StudioJakeMedia.com, where I have even more news, views, and commentary. Also, if you'd like to support the channel, head over to my locals page. That's studiojakemedia.locals.com. It's the best way to support me. I'm trying to build a little community there. I have exclusive reviews and articles, so definitely head over there and check it out. And I'll see you next time, right here on Studio Jake.